Alright, so I'm back at Savage Mill 4 years later, and here is where the Newtone Pro lines were. I think 4 years ago. They were the safer made ones, and they were removed and replaced with these modern abominations. And the electric room was still open. They removed the old control, and it's still sitting in there. They put in a wall switch in place of it, and mounted a remote on the wall. And the remote is in my pocket. So we're gonna go upstairs so we can get you a good look at these things, and we'll demonstrate them starting on, well, working our way up. I have no idea what these are. The remote doesn't even have a brand on it. Actually, I'll just get you a good look at one of them. You don't need to see all of them. So that's what they are. These 6-blade things. They're DC, obviously, so let's turn them on low. Do a full loop around the atrium. One of them beeps, I'm not sure which one. I'm very disappointed they took out the Newtones, but I feel like these do a better job at moving the air in here. So here we are at the end of the hall. This is the last one. I remember this specific Newtone right here had bearing issues. Here's a notice elevator. Probably get a strike from that music. You see how nicely decorated it is. Alright, so now we'll move to speed 2. I can't tell if that one's still on low or not. We'll go ahead and we'll move them to speed 3. Kind of glad these are 5 speed, not 6 speed. Less walking for me. You can still see the handprints of the people who put them up on the switch housing, or where it would be if this was a simpler fan. All right, we'll go ahead and move them to speed 4. I just hit the button a bunch of times because I don't know if all of them are going to respond by one push. I like how they utilize the original light fixtures in here. Honestly, it's kind of a good thing they have these here. It's good for heat recirculation because this old roof here doesn't have insulation. So it's good to, and they're also reversible, so that also helps. And you can reverse them with the remote. And at the end of the video, if you haven't seen my video of the Pro lines that were here, I'll show you the electric room at the end, and I'll show you where the control used to be and where it now sits. And the remote, I'll put the remote back and show you where it sits. All right, let's crank them up to high, speed 5. There's not a big change in speed on these. Like this isn't much different than low. So let's give you a shot back. Again, I love how nicely decorated it is in here. That's an archaic security camera. Oh yeah, you feel something off them. Now I'm gonna walk down those stairs and I'll show you the electric room. So I'm gonna hit reverse and see how well these reverse with one click. I'm just gonna stand at the top of the stairs and hit reverse just once. All right, so I'm gonna hit reverse just one time. They're probably gonna take a while, but you see that one's going. Yeah, they're all going slowly, but also them having DC motors, they're very smart, so they know when to I see they're twitching. So they all did take one time. That's impressive. But anyway, I'll show you the electric room. Here's the elevator machine room, and here's the electric room. So right here is the control for the old Newtones. Newton Scoville, model CFVS-1. 120 volts, 60 hertz, 10 amps. So there's that. And that's where it was. You can see they replaced it with a switch to cut the power. And then they mounted the remote right there. I'm not gonna go out there and show, I have very low limited battery power, so I'm just gonna end the video here. I'll reverse them and put them back to the way I found them, which I believe is speed 2. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching.